today I am here to share with you 5 ways that the angels communicate with us. Hi my loves, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Celia and I'm a Danish model, actress, oracle reader and angelic medium. And today I am here to share with you 5 ways that the angels communicate with us. So first of all, I want to say that there are a lot more ways than these 5 ways. I have just picked the top 5 most common ones and the 5 that I have most experience with, but there are many other ways. The angels will adjust their form of communication to you personally. If you're new to angelic communication, you may wonder, what does this mean? Well, we live here in a multidimensional universe and we exist with several realities at the same time, and many of them are in frequencies that we cannot see nor hear. Yet these realities do interact with us as humans in this 3D reality, and the angels is one of those realities. They are operating at a much higher frequency than what we normally see and hear, and they are here to lovingly help us ascend together with this beautiful planet that is in the midst of an ascension right now. So the angels do operate at a much higher frequency. So one thing we can do to become more in tune with the angels is to raise our frequency. And this is something I teach a lot here on my channel and on my Instagram, so you can go see more on how to do that. And I have also a very special resource on that, which is a book I have written on how you can activate your angelic DNA, how to communicate with the angels. I will talk more about that in the end. But for now, let's get into the top 5 ways that the angels communicate with us. So number 1, the most common one that I see everywhere is angel numbers. We live in an electrical universe, and mathematics is the universal language of all in creation of this universe. So numbers is a very common way that the angels use to communicate. Every single number carries a certain frequency, and this frequency carries a certain message, and then when you combine the numbers, you have different energetic messages. And at first you may be very confused, not understanding why you're seeing 4-4 all the time, but you just know there's something special about it because you keep seeing it. And this is probably a sign that it's the angels sending a message. You will know when the number is specifically a message from your angels because you kind of randomly just turned your head, or you had a nudge to just go this direction, or this number just pops up, or you wake up at 2:22 a.m. every single morning and look at the clock. Like, you will know that this is specifically not random. And as you learn to understand these numbers, they will increase in frequency. So the first thing when you start seeing numbers is to educate yourself on what these numbers mean. I have already several videos on my channel on this, and you can Google it. I use one website that is specifically amazing for this. I'll put a link in the description, where you can find almost every single angel number. Repeating numbers can be anything from very simple 1111 to complex numbers such as 913, 1995, and while this may seem very random to you right now, there is a lot of meaning behind these numbers, and again, you will know when it's an angel number because you will feel that there's something special about it. And for instance, I have been seeing number frequencies for many years, and I personally now see very advanced numbers, and because I know very quickly what the different numbers mean, I can understand the message very quickly. And as we evolve, our ability to communicate through the angels with numbers will evolve, and we'll be able to have more continuous communication. The most important part with angel numbers is that you trust yourself first and foremost. Sometimes you will also see a number that may be 44 and it's not an angel message, it's just you happen to be a number 44 in the street, or it was part of a phone number. You will know when it's a message, so more than anything, just trust yourself. So before we get into this angelic communication, I just want to point out that the angels always communicate through you. The most important thing is that you trust your own intuition and that you purify yourself enough to be able to feel your own intuition and to be able to feel when something is a synchronicity. It's very important to know that it's through you because it's so easy to get ideas about certain ways that the angels do things, but these ideas have to resonate with you somehow. You have to feel them. The angels communicate through your intuition, through your inner life. Coming in contact with the angels is really about connecting with yourself on a deeper level. If you don't feel like you're receiving angelic communication yet, but you'd like to, the first thing you can do is simply ask the angels. Ask them for a sign. Ask them to help you or guide you. The angels are here and they love you, but they never interfere with free will. So you have to put the intention out there that you're willing to receive the help and the guidance. Way number 2 is feathers, of course. When angels are near, feathers appear. So feathers is a very common way for the angels to communicate, because feathers is almost like an interdimensional object. It's like almost weightless, and it's so fine, it's so light, it's so pure. Obviously it's possible to find feathers in many places because there are birds, but again, you will know when this is from the angels because it will be in a random place where you normally would not find a feather, or it will just stand out so much. Like many times feathers from the angels are very pure and very white. They're just like from another world. You would say that this is a feather directly from an angel. Also just be that it really catches your attention and somehow you know that this was just special feather. And they can also be feathers of different colors, so red, pink, brown, all kinds of different feathers, and every color has a meaning. You can look up as well the meaning. I also post that on my Instagram, so you can follow my Instagram for more on that. And again, you will know when this feather is from an angel rather than a coincidence. You have to trust yourself more than anything. Number 3 is coins. I know this one is not so common, but I have had personally a lot of experience with this one, so I want to mention it. Coins is also a way that the angels, they will proclaim their presence in your life, and it can especially be around material matters. So I will usually always see coins when I'm manifesting abundance, and it can especially be that the coins appear when you have a certain idea or a certain inspiration to follow something, and then the coin is really like a confirmation. Go ahead, because there's abundance ahead of you. So for me, coins are a sign from the angels when they are supporting me financially and when I'm manifesting abundance. But for you, maybe it will mean other things. There again, you have to trust yourself and listen to yourself. But also know that if you have a tendency to find coins in random places or a lot, it could be a sign from the angels. Number 4 is synchronicities. Synchronicities is also one of the beautiful languages of the universe. And a synchronicity is an event that is so coincidental that it almost seems like it cannot be random, or it cannot be a coincidence. And that these events will happen in such a frequency that it will basically break all odds of coincidences. So a synchronicity could be, for instance, that you're walking and talking with your friends about how roses remind you so much of your deceased grandma and that you just love roses, and then in that instant you will look at the ground and find like rose petals next to your feet, or a rose next to your feet, or if someone walks by with a rose on their t-shirt. Or it could be that you talk about how you'd love to move to Croatia, and then suddenly you just see Croatia on everyone's t-shirts, billboards, hats, like to such an extent that you just feel like it's almost like the universe is listening to what you're saying. It can be many other things as well. Again, you have to trust yourself here, because you will know when something is a synchronicity and not just a coincidence. I personally talk a lot about my synchronistic experiences on my Instagram. I have a story highlight called Synchronicities. So if you want some examples of what synchronicities can be, go check it out there. These synchronicities can also be symbols. So it can be that you see butterflies everywhere, and that butterflies have a specific meaning to you, maybe about freedom or about a specific person. It could be that you see skulls, which maybe doesn't seem like a nice symbol, but maybe it means that something is ending in your life, or maybe you see this one specifically when you're told to not go that direction. Like there's many different ways that you can see these symbols. And you will know again when the symbols are for you, because you will see them frequently. They will have a specific meaning to you. The angels will adjust this meaning to you. They see your reaction to the different symbols and they adjust the meaning so that they can convey the message that is most important for you. Okay, number 5, the final one is orbs. Angel orbs. Seeing angel orbs is basically seeing flashes of light, usually white light, which is a sign that angelic frequencies are near you. When this happens, you can be extra attentive to any inspired ideas, any thoughts you have, or just simply feel into the energy around you. Seeing orbs can be a way for the angels to tell you that they're here present in your life. They are supporting you and they are loving you. Not everyone is capable of this because it has to do with how purified your pineal gland is, but it is something that some people do experience seeing. So if this is you, know that it's not a fluke of nature and that there could be a bigger meaning behind it. Okay, my guys, those are the 5 top ways that the angels communicate with us that I wanted to share today. Angelic communication and angelic mediumship is my personal expertise. It is something I've been working with for many years, and I opened myself up to angelic communication through purification. Basically, it was kind of random, it was not my intention, but it led me down a very beautiful path, and now I dedicate myself to teaching others how to open themselves up to angelic communication and activate their own angelic potential, which is something we all have a potential for. It lies within our DNA. It just demands very pure intentions, the desire to really be a light bearer, to really bring love into this world. So if that sounds like you, I have written a book that contains the top 6 habits that I use to open myself up to angelic communication. It is called How to Communicate with the Angels, and it is basically the last 10 years of my life put into a book. And these are 6 habits that anyone can implement. Most of them are completely for free, and it simply has to do with aligning with nature and purifying your physical, spiritual, and emotional vessel. So if this sounds interesting to you, go check out this book. It's truly life-transforming, trust me. It is based on everything I've done to open myself up to angelic communication. If you want to work with me on a closer basis, I also offer one-on-one private coaching where I would customize a program to you, to your goals, to your challenges in order to activate your angelic potential. And I offer angelic oracle readings where I will channel in an angelic frequency so that we can communicate with the angels and get clear guidance on any questions that you may have in life. You can see more on this on my website, becomeaconsciouscreator.com. As a final thing, I really will encourage you guys to stay tuned to my work, because I am now designing a mentorship program that's gonna be based on my book, How to Communicate with Angels, and even more extensive. So it's gonna teach you step by step all the practices, all the tools you need to activate your own angelic DNA and to communicate with the angels. So stay tuned for this being launched. Hopefully this year. I'm working at it as much as I can, and it's my goal to have it out this year for you guys. So stay tuned for that. Final thing, know that the angels are always with you. You can always ask them for guidance, okay? If you need more support with that, follow me on Instagram on here, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Have a beautiful day.
Come